Welcome to East Carolina University and to our spring 2026 commencement ceremony. Today is a special day in the life of the university, and we are honored to have you with us for our 117th spring commencement. It is indeed a great day to be a pirate. To begin our ceremony today, I ask that you remain standing as we invite graduating senior, Miss Crystal Robertson from Garner, North Carolina, to sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. And thank you, Crystal, and congratulations to you today as you graduate with a degree in music education. We're incredibly fortunate and proud to have such talented students like you here at ECU, and we're grateful for your contributions to this ceremony and to our university. There are many joys that come along with serving as Chancellor at East Carolina University, but perhaps the greatest of them all is presiding over our fall and spring commencement exercises. And today's ceremony, this time of togetherness, this time of celebration, is especially good for the pirate soul. You've stayed strong and you've stayed committed throughout your time at ECU, and now you're crossing the finish line at a time when this world needs you the most. In many ways, today simply marks a new beginning on your pirate journey into the future. ECU is deeply proud of you and your many accomplishments. And on a personal note, I want you to know how happy and how very proud I am to be your Chancellor. There is no better student body in the country than the one sitting before us here today. And so on behalf of the entire Rogers family, thank you for allowing me the honor and the privilege to serve this great university, to witness your success along the journey, and to celebrate with you today. Speaking of family, each member of the graduating class will long remember those whose helping hands have supported you throughout your journey. Let's take a moment to recognize and to honor those people in the lives of our graduates who have helped them fulfill these important dreams. First, will the members of our talented university faculty and staff please stand to receive our deepest appreciation. may be seated. Next, there are a number of other groups who are special to today's graduates, and I'd like to ask each of them to stand, if able, and remain standing until all have been called. Let's begin by asking those of you who are friends but not related to the graduates who are here with us today to stand and be recognized. Will the brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, and uncles of our graduates please stand? Grandparents, where are you? Please stand. Next, we invite the spouses and partners of our graduates to stand to be recognized. All of these people, along with one other group that I will ask to stand in just a moment, have sacrificed, they've stood by you, and now they share in your success, and we thank them for their support. And now, finally, and most importantly, and especially as we prepare to celebrate Mother's Day weekend, will the parents of our graduates please stand? And now, for just a moment, I want to turn to recognize our graduates. As you are recognized, I want to invite you to please stand and remain standing if able. Please stand if you are the first in your family to attend college, our first generation students. If you are a member of the military, a military family, or a veteran graduating today, please stand and remain standing. If you're a mother or a father graduating today, please stand. If you've worked a full-time job while completing your degree at the same time, please stand. Student athletes, stand to be recognized. Will our out-of-state students, non-North Carolinians, and international students stand to be recognized? And finally, will our students who are North Carolina residents, and all of you, please stand. I want to encourage you to look around and soak this moment in. On an occasion like this one, it's important to remember you each took many paths to an ECU degree, the path to a bright future filled with opportunity. You all arrived here from different places and with different backgrounds and ambitions, but you all leave this place as pirates. You leave this place as one ECU family, and I'm proud that you chose this university to be a part of your life's journey. Today, we recognize each of you for your many successes and accomplishments. The road traveled to this day required a great deal of personal sacrifice, but you have persevered. And you graduated a moment in time when you are desperately needed, when your skills, your talents, your knowledge, and your leadership is required in order for this world to thrive. So on behalf of East Carolina University, Best wishes and many blessings on your journey ahead. You may be seated. In addition to so many family members and guests, we are also pleased that representatives from the University of North Carolina Board of Governors and the East Carolina University Board of Trustees could be here with us today. It is my pleasure to introduce them to you now. Please stand as your name is called, and I ask the audience to hold your applause until all have been recognized. Representing the Board of Governors is Mr. Gene Davis of Raleigh. Representing the Board of Trustees of East Carolina University, our Chair Cassie Burt of Emerald Isle, Nick Crabtree of Greenville, Matt Crisp of Atlanta, Georgia, Scott Shook of Greenville, and Mr. Daniel Walker of Currituck, who is the president of the student body. Thanks to all of you for your attendance today. It's now my pleasure to introduce four leaders who help us advance and celebrate ECU's long-standing tradition of shared governance. First, we will hear from Mr. Daniel Walker, who will bring greetings on behalf of our students in the senior class. Next, Dr. Mark Bowler, Chair of the Faculty, will bring greetings on behalf of the faculty. Chair Cassie Burt will bring greetings on behalf of the ECU Board of Trustees. And finally, Mr. Gene Davis will bring greetings from the UNC Board of Governors and announce the recipient of the 2026 Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching. Mr. President.
Thank you, Chancellor Rogers. To our friends, families, guests, and most importantly, the class of 2026, welcome to a beautiful morning here at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. My name is Daniel Walker, and I have the pleasure of serving as your student body president here at East Carolina University. I'm honored to take part in your celebration and share my thoughts about this wonderful class. As I look around this stadium, I see so many stories. Fourth-generation pirates, first-generation students, non-traditional graduates, and everything in between. There's nothing easy about obtaining a college degree. It took late nights, perseverance, and grit to get here today. Some of you fought through exams, some through dorm life, and some through those 8 a.m. classes you swore you would never take again. You all should be very proud of this accomplishment. There's a quote that I've held on to over the last few years, and the message is to choose your hard. Life doesn't promise that things will be easy. It promises that we will have difficult choices to make. And during your time at ECU, I'm sure that there have been many challenges. The hard lessons of self-reliance, the hard adjustments to new living arrangements, the hard balance between academic and social life, and the hardship of trying again after failing. But in a short time today, you're going to be turning those tassels. You chose the hard of getting your degree, no matter how long it took, because giving up along the way would have been just as hard. As you begin this new chapter, the challenges will look different. Some will face hard decisions about their careers, others about relationships, and others about how to move forward when the path ahead looks unclear. But no matter the scenario, this truth will remain. The hard path is what shapes us. So choose growth over comfort, choose discipline over regret, and keep going when things don't go to plan, because the alternatives are just as hard. Today is proof of what happens when you challenge yourself, when you decide that the hard thing is worth doing. A college degree, proud families, and the beginning of something new. As you prepare to depart from East Carolina University, I hope that you reminisce on game days at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, nights downtown, and marathon study sessions at Joyner Library. I hope that you carry on the great friendships formed on our campus, and I hope that you continue celebrating the work that it took to get to this moment. The milestones ahead will take the same perseverance to achieve, but you will get stronger and lead with the same pirate grit that it took to get here today. Let me be clear, today is not the finish line. It is the start of a new chapter, one that will present challenges and victories just like the last. So, whatever comes next, jobs, graduate school, or uncertainty. Choose the hard that shapes who you will become. Congratulations, fall class of 2026. You will always have a special place in my heart. Once a pirate, always a pirate. Thank you.
Good morning, graduates, families, and friends. On behalf of the faculty of East Carolina University, let me congratulate you on your accomplishment. You did it, and we're incredibly proud of you. So these remarks are usually written well in advance, placed neatly into a binder, and read exactly as submitted. No one said that we could get in trouble for what we say, and we're going to test that theory. So I'm going to go a little rogue today. We'll see how this goes. Maybe you get some laughs. Maybe I get fired. I don't think so. I have tenure, but who knows? Anyway, we used to do something at graduation all the time. We haven't done it in quite a few years. I don't know why we stopped. I wasn't going to ask if I could do it, so we're just going to do it and see what happens. Purple. 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 Intentemos en español? Morado? Oro, no? Morado? All right, one more time. Purple? Excellent. Chancellor Rogers, am I fired? I am not. You all saw that. I believe I now have total chancellor's immunity, which means I can let your parents and your grandparents know exactly what we think about all of you. I'll do that in a minute. First things first. So at events like these, we are expected to teach you something, offer some last bits of wisdom as you leave this place. And actually, I've already taught you the first thing I want you to remember. And that is that sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. A lot of you do that. Canvas is working now, by the way, so you do have to get your late assignments in. You'll find that lesson surprisingly useful in life, especially when rules are unclear, the stakes are manageable, and doing nothing feels worse than taking a thoughtful risk. It might end up being a mistake, but as Jen Lindley once said, be sure to make mistakes. Make a lot of them, because there's no better way to learn and to grow. The second thing I want to share builds on something that I hinted at. What do the faculty really think about all of you? The truth is that many students leave ECU without ever realizing how deeply the faculty care about them. We all love our disciplines. Each of us thinks that our discipline is the best. For example, I'm a psychologist. I think psychology is the best. Yes, in this case, it's true, but that's not the point. The point is that we don't do this because we love our disciplines. We do this because we love teaching, we love mentoring, and we have loved working with all of you. And here's the part students don't often expect. When you leave, we miss you. So after you graduate, after you go out into the world, reach back out to us. Send us a message. Let us know how things are going. Tell a former professor, hey, that thing you taught me really mattered, or that conversation helped me more than you would know. And in case that it happens, that something we taught you turns out to be completely useless in the real world, it won't. But on the random chance that it does, you can tell us that. We can take it. And don't worry, when you email a former professor, we're not secretly forwarding your contact information to an alumni database that will start pestering you for money. If you're in the stadium right now, you're already on that list. But truly, reach out to your faculty, the ones who made a difference for you, because I promise you this, if they made a lasting impression on you, you made a lasting impression on them. And don't forget what Dawson Leary once said, sometimes you have to lose something completely to realize you can't live without them. We hate losing all of you, and we hope that you are sad to be leaving us. One last thing I want to leave you with is this. Life should be fun. In the coming weeks, you're going to be hearing plenty of advice telling you to work hard, never give up, and keep pushing forward. All of that is true. But if you're not happy, if you're not enjoying your life, then all of that hard work will feel hollow and pointless. As Damon Salvatore once said, you want what everyone wants. You want a love that consumes you. You want passion and adventure, and maybe even a little danger. Yeah, now, despite that's a quote from a vampire from one of Kevin's shows, it was absolutely correct. Everyone just wants to be happy. From that, here's something worth remembering. One of the most reliable sources of happiness is doing good for others, helping people, showing grace, giving someone the benefit of the doubt. Everyone you meet is just trying to get by. We all are, every day. And you can help one another by giving them a little bit of kindness, showing them some grace. So, to recap, sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness and permission. Please stay in touch with your favorite professors. And remember that bringing happiness to others is one of the surest ways to find it yourself. Purple? Morado? Purple. Thank you, gracias, congratulations, felicidades. Go Pirates!
Thank you and good morning. Wow. First of all, what a beautiful day, but to follow that, I do have one short pirate joke. What is a pirate's favorite letter? R. Very cool. Thank you. I was hoping someone was going to get that. On behalf of the ECU Board of Trustees, it is my great pleasure to bring greetings to today's graduates and their families, to Chancellor Rogers, to the distinguished faculty, staff, alumni, and Board of Trustees of this great institution, and to the esteemed members of the platform party. I want to take a minute to address the faculty, administration, and staff. First of all, thank you. During my time on the Board of Trustees, I have witnessed commitment furthering our collective missions of priorities of student success, public service, and regional transformation. Your dedication and hard work does not go unnoticed or unappreciated. It is truly inspiring. I can honestly say that commencement days are my favorite. Seeing Dowdy Ficklin Stadium full of graduation caps and gowns, seeing families here filled with pride. It reminds me of why we all do what we do and why we serve on these boards, why others teach at this great university, and why Pirate Nation is so passionate. It's because of you, our students. So look around one last time and soak in this college experience one more time before you have to start adulting. It's not easy. I'm confident this institution has prepared you for the next steps, whether that's furthering your education, entering your career field, joining the military. Whatever it is, you are ready. I'm also confident that you have developed skills unique to us as pirates. I'd like to also how we've learned to navigate rough waters, perseverance, to overcome obstacles, and vision to see your next steps, and never doubt for a second that you are well educated and prepared for this world. So on behalf of the ECU Board of Trustees, congratulations on your achievements. May best wishes for your next adventure, and go make us proud. Thank you.
Good morning. What a beautiful day in eastern North Carolina. It makes me reflect on something that Sam Irvin once said. I'm going to tweak it just a little bit to fit eastern North Carolina. When God restores the Garden of Eden to earth, he will place it in eastern North Carolina because he will have so little to change. As the son of a proud alumna of this great university, and as someone whose roots have been firmly planted just down the road in Hyde and Beaufort counties for hundreds of years, I cannot begin to tell you how delighted, honored, and humbled I am to be in eastern North Carolina with each of you this morning, to share this joyful and momentous occasion as we celebrate together the 2026 graduates of East Carolina University, a university that has transformed this region and has made better our state, our nation, and our world. On behalf of President Peter Hans, the University of North Carolina Board of Governors, our Chair Wendy Murphy, and East Carolina's own Governor Javier Limon, who is with us on the platform today, it is my immense pleasure to bring greetings to today's graduates, and importantly, to their families, their friends, their teachers, their professors, their mentors, to all those who have loved them into the people that they have become and they are becoming. Those who have abided with them in their academic journey, who have walked with them, at times perhaps carried them, studied with them, cried with them, encouraged them, or perhaps, and parents, I know you're going to recognize this, or perhaps just sat at the kitchen table with them while they were doing their homework. No one accomplishes anything in life working alone. It truly takes a village. So to all of those who have been the graduates' village, I say thank you. I bring further greetings to East Carolina University's distinguished and erudite faculty, and dedicated and accomplished staff, to the Board of Trustees and Chair Cassie Burt. Is there a more enthusiastic pirate? To the loyal alumni and to the other notable members of the platform party. I would be remiss if in this place I failed to panegyrize your extraordinary Chancellor, Philip Rogers. As someone who has long loved this university, I believed it impossible for any chancellor to live up to the great legacy of Leo Jenkins. Friends, I have the honor of seeing behind the curtain, and I tell you unequivocally that there is no better chancellor in our university system than Chancellor Rogers. He is living up to, and I believe he may well exceed, the great legacy of Chancellor Jenkins. It is my further honor to share the stage with your esteemed commencement speaker, Kevin Williamson. If I may take a brief moment of personal privilege, Mr. Williamson, I want to thank you for filming in North Carolina, for creating jobs and enriching our state's economy. And perhaps more importantly, I want to thank you for including North Carolina in the stories that you tell through film and television. You have introduced people around the world to the beauty of Eastern North Carolina and to the enchanting character of all those who call it home. Thank you. Graduates, you have finished the race. In life, as you well know, you build upon your accomplishments. As you complete one race, you begin another. But it is important, in my view, to pause after reaching each mountaintop to appreciate the beauty of that moment, the beauty of this moment. You came here 4 years ago, some perhaps a little more. No shame in that. That's the way I did it. You came from communities, large and small, across our great state, across our nation, and across our world. You came here with your knowledge and your own set of beliefs. You came here to be challenged in the robust marketplace of ideas. You went through a great exercise in self-examination and received a world-class education, an education that has prepared you well for your journey into the future. In 1789, when the North Carolina General Assembly adopted the charter of our University of North Carolina system, it was established not to prepare young people for the workforce. Rather, it was established, and I quote, to endeavor to fit them for an honorable discharge of the social duties of life. It is fitting on the sesquicentennial of the United States of America to reflect on the founders of our great nation, who, inspired by ancient Greece and Rome and by the Age of Enlightenment, formed a democratic republic based in self-government and grounded in freedoms of speech and religion and press. They understood that a fledgling nation needed higher education to prepare its people for the responsibility of good citizenship, to safeguard the fragility of democracy, and to safeguard the freedoms for which we fought a revolution. In short, It is my hope, and I believe the hope of all those who established public higher education in North Carolina almost 250 years ago, that your time at East Carolina has prepared you to become citizens who appreciate and cherish our democracy, the checks and balances, and the freedoms which are foundational to our great nation. But graduates, today is your day. Today is your accomplishment. But as I mentioned a few moments ago, it takes a village. And that is why we take time during this important ceremony to recognize and honor the incredible faculty who are the heart and soul of this institution, the people who define the college experience, who bring a world's worth of wisdom and scholarship to this beautiful piece of Eastern North Carolina. Established in 1994 to emphasize the foundational importance of teaching and to reward exceptional faculty across the university system, the Board of Governors Awards for Excellence in Teaching are giving each year to a tenured faculty member from each of North Carolina's public universities. Recipients are nominated by special committees on their home campus and then selected through a rigorous process in committee and then before the full Board of Governors. It is a privilege to celebrate their collective efforts and to recognize a pirate faculty member whose impact reaches far beyond the classroom, one whose teaching not only informs, but inspires. Today, we celebrate Dr. Randall Etheridge, professor in the College of Engineering and Technology, as the recipient of the East Carolina University Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching. A native of Eastern North Carolina, Dr. Etheridge's work is rooted in the challenges he saw growing up here, particularly around agriculture, water quality, and environmental sustainability. He brings that perspective into the classroom where he teaches environmental and core engineering classes and engages students in real-world problem solving that directly impacts communities across our region and our state. His research in agricultural and ecological engineering focused on improving water quality, reducing water use, and designing sustainable systems enhances the hands-on learning experiences he provides his students. Most importantly, his commitment to mentorship ensures those students leave ECU not only prepared, but inspired to make a difference. In short, Dr. Etheridge exemplifies the very best of East Carolina's teaching mission. Dr. Etheridge, if you would please come forward to be recognized as the 2026 East Carolina University recipient of the University of North Carolina Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching, and I also ask Chancellor Rogers to please join me. Go Pirates!
Well, thank you, Mr. Walker, Dr. Bowler, Chair Burt, Governor Davis, and once again, congratulations to Dr. Etheridge. We are honored today to be joined by a leader whose journey from a small coastal town in eastern North Carolina to the forefront of the American film industry reflects the very values we celebrate at ECU: determination, innovation, and creativity. Today's keynote speaker is Mr. Kevin Williamson. A proud graduate of ECU, Kevin Williamson is one of the most influential storytellers of his generation. Someone whose work has shaped modern film and television and left a lasting mark on pop culture. Kevin is the creator and executive producer of the beloved pop culture hit phenomenon Dawson's Creek. phenomenon that captured the complexities of growing up with honesty, wit, and heart. He's also the creator of the iconic Scream franchise, a groundbreaking film that redefined the horror genre with its sharp writing, self-aware style, and iconic lines like, "Do you like scary movies? What's your favorite scary movie?" Sorry, Kevin, I don't think I could do the voice quite like the movie. And he continues to engage audiences today through the new creative projects such as the Netflix drama The Waterfront, inspired by his North Carolina roots. Kevin's journey from Eastern North Carolina to Hollywood is a powerful reminder that big dreams begin in places just like this. His success is rooted not only in talent, but in persistence, the willingness to take risk, embrace failure, and to keep writing the next chapter. What makes his story especially meaningful for today's graduates is his voice. Kevin has built a career on telling authentic stories about relationships and finding your place in the world. And through it all, he has never forgotten where he started. His connection to ECU remains a source of pride, and his achievements reflect the creativity and determination that define Pirate Nation. We are proud to call Kevin Williamson among our most distinguished East Carolina University alumni, and I look forward to hearing the words of wisdom he will share with this year's Pirate graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Williamson.
Thank you, Chancellor Rogers and Board of Trustees, ECU alumni, faculty, parents, and family, and most importantly, the class of 2026. Congratulations to all of you. You did it. And I'm so honored to be here. You know, it's an amazing day. You know, sometimes life gives us these movie moments, I like to call them, and you're in the middle of one right now. I know I am. I'm actually kind of blown away by being here. It's taking my breath away watching all of you. You know, I look out there and I just look at the future, and it's looking really good. So I'm so honored to be here. And I want to give a huge shout out to Melissa Adamson somewhere out there, because she has been my connection to ECU, and she has reached out to me over the years, and she's, you know, paved the path for me to be here and come back and reconnect to my ECU family, because I love ECU and I love being a Pirate. I mean, I have so many monumental memories from this place. I have so many memories that were so monumental, I don't remember them. You know, and I gotta be honest, when I was first asked to speak, my response was absolutely not, no way. No, 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 no. I get scared. I was overcome with fear at the thought of standing up before all these people. I mean, this is a really big deal. I mean, what words of wisdom can I impart? You know, I'm no scholar. I wasn't even a good student. I mean, I stutter, I mumble, I don't know what to do with my hands. And so, I mean, you're experiencing anxiety in real time. You know, and luckily it's not about me, it's about you. And it's also about your parents, who have been waiting for this day for a really long time. You know, well, I remember when I first graduated, you know, I was so excited. I got that diploma in my hands. My mom snatched that out of my hands. She said, "I earned that, that's mine." And then she proceeded to keep it for the next 20 years, hanging on the kitchen wall. And the day I bought my first home, she gave it to me as a housewarming gift. So there's nothing like a parent's love and the pride that they're feeling today. So I may speak on behalf of all of the graduates and just say to the parents that we see you, we thank you, and we love you. Thank you. And while I'm at it, when I came to ECU and I majored in theater arts, there you are. Okay, my people. You know, I had so many wonderful professors and their words still resonate in my life today. You know, I carry them with me. And so I'd like to just take a moment to the brilliant minds of ECU and say, on behalf of all my graduates and my new best friends, thank you. Thank you, faculty. Thank you, staff. Thank you, all the brilliant professors. We couldn't have done it without you. We really do thank you. Now, back to us. You know, as I stated, speaking terrifies me. I am not good at it. It freaks me out. I am a writer. And for those who don't know me, I work in Hollywood and TV and film. And I'm a storyteller. I write fiction. And mostly I write horror movies. I mean, I'm the horror guy. And so I don't really know how I'm going to inspire you today. I mean, my expertise comes in the form of horror movie tropes. You know, and you know the tropes, which are the things that you see in a movie all the time and you just scream at the screen because they're, you know, they do them like don't drop the knife, or don't open the door, or my favorite, the call is coming from inside the house. Those are my words of wisdom. That's all I got. But the thing about all of those things is they do deal with one thing, and that's fear. And I want to be really honest about fear today, because I know fear intimately. I do fear for a living. And fear has always played a big part in my life. It has hurt me, controlled me, paralyzed me. It's kept me from taking action, pursuing my dreams. But it doesn't have to. Fear doesn't have to be the big negative we define it as, but I didn't know that at first. I first met fear when I was a small kid growing up in Goose Creek, North Carolina, which is a mere 2 hours from here. And ever since I was a kid, I loved scary movies. I always wanted to write scary movies. It was my dream. I identified with them. I grew up in a small town, an awkward little gay kid, always feeling different, always feeling like the other, always on the outside. It made life a very scary place for me. I was always worried I would be found out or targeted or ridiculed or bullied because I was. Believe me when I tell you, I identified with Jamie Lee Curtis. And I'm not talking about the remake, I'm talking about the original 1978 Jamie Lee Curtis. You know, I always felt like I was running, and I was always hiding. I was always trying to survive. So that began my love of horror movies. But then I wrote a short story in high school. It was a horror story, and it may involve some blood and some severed limbs and a decapitation. And I remember I got up to read it out loud, and the teacher stopped me halfway through, my English teacher, and she said, "Sit down." She said, "I hope you don't want to be a writer because your voice should not be heard." That stopped me in my tracks. So I stopped writing. And I said, okay, I'll be an actor. And that brought me to ECU, where I majored in theater arts. And for the first time, I had professors who propped me up, who cheered me on, who championed me. And I started performing in plays. I even wrote some plays. I built sets. I worked backstage. I loved it. I loved being here at ECU. And I still love movies. And I was in the work-study program, so I got this job as an usher at Minden Hall. And I would stand in the back and watch all the movies over and over and over. I was so happy here. I was so comfortable here, and I think that's why I stumbled so easily out of the gate. I didn't want to leave here. You know, I was scared to take risks. Because, Kevin, your voice should not be heard. That was always echoing in my brain. So I kept my writing dream a secret. I focused on acting, and thanks to a wonderful theater department, I found my center, I found my focus, I found my determination. And so after ECU, I went off to New York City, which only dialed up my fear by a zillion, because that city terrified me. I tried to make it as an actor, but nothing. I couldn't get auditions, and when I did, sometimes I'd leave the audition before they called my name because I was too scared. I wouldn't even try. I was miserable, I was unhappy, I was lonely, I was depressed, I was drinking too much. I was just barely getting by. I was ready to quit. I hadn't even started. I would run home to my mom with that diploma on the kitchen wall, feeling like a failure. I finally thought it's time to pivot. Maybe it's time to get a job. Maybe it's time to go work at Blockbuster. And for you young people who don't know, Blockbuster were these really big buildings. They were blue, and they would usually sit between a Walmart and an Applebee's. And you would go in and you would rent these little rectangle boxes, and it would say, "Be kind, rewind." Right, parents? I was losing at life. I was losing at life, and then a very wise man, my dad, and he's got to get credit for this one. He said to me in his best Southern drawl, he was a fisherman. I come from a long line of fishermen. And my dad said to me, "Given, nothing changes if nothing changes." And that is a spot-on impersonation. I'll repeat, nothing changes if nothing changes. The light bulb went off. I knew in that moment I had to change. I was my problem, but I was also my solution. Class of 2026, you will always be your own solution. I was waiting tables, and I was like, that can't be the answer. I can't be a waiter. And I was scared because I was really good at waiting tables. I was so good at waiting tables, I thought they were going to take the place of my dreams. I want to tell stories. I want to make movies. I want to make people feel the same way I did the first time I saw Halloween, and the first time I saw Jamie Lee Curtis fighting Michael Myers. The first time I screamed at her, "Don't drop the knife." And if you've seen the movie, you know she dropped that knife a lot. I want to do that. Oh, wait a second. I wrote a play back in college. Back at ECU, I remembered I had written a play. I never showed it to anyone because my voice should not be heard. I was desperate, though. I was lost. I had college loans. I had debt. It was a rough time. So I found that play, and I looked at it. I reread it. I had been too scared and insecure to show it to anyone, but nothing changes if nothing changes. So I found that one-act play. It was about a girl who had just rented some videos from Blockbuster. She was home all alone watching horror movies when a mysterious killer calls her and uttered the line, "What's your favorite scary movie?" This play that I wrote back at ECU, the play that I was terrified to show anyone because my voice should not be heard. Maybe I can do something with this play. Maybe it's not a play. Maybe it's the opening scene of a horror movie. And just maybe it will change my life. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Class of 2026, be your change. Take action, take responsibility. Don't wait for your life to start. Don't be paralyzed by fear. You are the writer. It is your movie now. You control the narrative. Don't let other people define you and tell you who you are. You are the star, the writer, and the director. You are the final girl. And start writing. And don't worry if it's not perfect. Life is messy. It's okay to be a first draft. It's okay to be full of typos because you can't edit a blank page. Just start writing. And if you don't like what you write, rewrite it. There's not a movie in Hollywood that hasn't been rewritten. And you can change that story whenever you want, because nothing changes if nothing changes, and you can change your world when you change your mind. I wish I could just stand here today. Thank you. And I wish I could stand here today and that was the end of my fear. But I can't. And I don't want to, because fear is human. And a healthy dose of fear can motivate you. Fear is the great equalizer. Fear is where courage exists. You can't be brave if you aren't scared. Don't be fearless. Be terrified. And do it anyway. That is courage. You know, it's a tough time out there. That job market, opportunities are less. What? Did you? All right. I'm sorry. Anyway, there's a lot to be afraid of out there. It's a horror movie out there. If you looked at the world, it's on fire. It's a scary place. And as a writer, I can tell you, I have AI constantly knocking on my door trying to take my career. But I don't think it can. And here's why. Because AI can't replicate the human experience. It cannot replicate that human connection. It belongs to us, and technology can't have it. And you graduating seniors, you have to protect that for us. It's up to you. We're counting on you. That's one of the biggest things I can offer today, is to stay human. We live in the digital age, in the age of algorithms and automation. Don't fall for the Instagram lie. And you know what I mean, the doom scrolling, where you sit there and you look at everyone else's life and they're better than yours. It's a lie, it's a filter. In a world of filters, be authentic. Never compare your insides to other people's outsides. Your inside, there you go. Your insides are uniquely you. The world needs your uniqueness. It needs the part of you that's different. It needs your point of view that's different from my point of view. It needs the story that only you can tell. The world today is about the power of being different. Your uniqueness is the knife you hold in your hand. Do not drop it for anyone. See what I did? I circled back to don't drop the knife. Let's go for another one. Don't open the door. Let's subvert that. You open that door. You open as many doors as you can, because the only thing on the other side of that door is the person you're meant to be. And do your best to stay present. You know, you're gonna make some bum decisions, trust me. And everyone knows me for my hits, the Scream franchise, Vampire Diaries, Dawson's Creek, but I've got a lot more misses. And they're all on IMDb. You can check them out. And you know what? They're behind me. There may be a bunch of flops in front of me, but all I got is right here, right now. And I'm just going to have a little faith that everything will work out. You're going to hurt sometimes. Life is really good with the plot twists. You may get fired, laid off, divorced. That's called having a full character arc. So I encourage you to go out there, class, and live boldly. Remember, dreams come true, not free. Be prepared to work your butt off and work harder than everyone else. And also surround yourself with people who love you, and make sure that you love harder than anyone else. Insist on happiness. I hope that each and every one of you become the final girl in your own movie, or final boy or final person. You have earned it, you deserve it, and remember, stay human. And you can do that by trusting your instincts. You know that little voice inside of you? That's how you truly survive a horror movie. You follow your instincts and you listen to that little voice within. Because if you always listen to that little voice, then the call is coming from inside the house. Boom, class of 2026. You got this.
What a great day to be a pirate. Kevin, thank you for reminding us that fear is not something to run from, but something to rise through. You've challenged our graduates today to take ownership of their story, to act boldly, to stay human and authentic, and to listen to that call that comes from inside the house. Thank you for these inspiring words. One more round of applause for the talented Kevin Williamson. The Robert H. Wright Alumni Leadership Awards are given each year to honor undergraduates who have done outstanding work during their period of study. I'm pleased to introduce Mr. Eric Rivenbark, Chair of the ECU Alumni Association, to recognize this year's Robert H. Wright Alumni Leadership Award recipients.
Good morning, graduates, families, faculty, and friends. My name is Eric Rivenbark, and I'm a proud double pirate, and I've had the privilege of serving as chair of your ECU Alumni Association. But in this moment, I am just one thing. I'm a fellow alum who once sat where you're sitting and was wondering two things. What's next, and how soon can I get out of this road? But seriously, today is a big moment. In just a short time, you will officially graduate and become ECU alumni. And that means you've just gained access to a lifelong network of people who know what it means to be a pirate and who feel that same pride that you feel right now. But the best part, this network isn't just something you benefit from, it's something that you get to help build. In the years ahead, you're going to hear a lot about success, titles, salaries, achievements, and those things are great, but the alumni that I've met who make the greatest impact focus on something bigger. They show up, they help others, and they make things better than when they found them. Success isn't just what you accomplish, it's what you contribute. It's the impact that you have on the people and the communities around you. So stay connected to ECU, wear the colors, fly the flag, and never forget where you come from. Now, I'm not going to stand up here and overwhelm you with all this unsolicited advice, but before I go, I do want to recognize two special groups of graduates here today on behalf of the ECU Alumni Association. First, those wearing ECU philanthropy cords. These cords represent your commitment to this institution through giving and supporting ECU's mission. The gold thread symbolizes the treasure given to support ECU, and the purple thread represents the Pirate Nation. Today and always, you are a part of East Carolina University, and we thank you for your support. With the students wearing ECU philanthropy cords, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Second, the 2026 Robert H. Wright Leadership Award recipients. Presented to undergraduate seniors by the ECU Alumni Association, this award is named after the first president of East Carolina Teachers Training School, Robert H. Wright. It recognizes academic achievement, leadership, and a commitment to service, qualities that reflect Wright's legacy of using leadership to create positive change. Today, it is my honor to recognize these outstanding pirates. With this year's Robert H. Wright Leadership Award recipients, please stand and be recognized as I call your name. And if we can hold applause till the end, thank you. Cooper Ashmore of Suffield, Connecticut, graduating with a degree in risk management and insurance. Katie Council of Washington, North Carolina, graduating with a degree in accounting. Cole Fuquay of Jacksonville, North Carolina, graduating with a degree in physics. Whitley McCoy of Princeton, North Carolina, graduating with a degree in marketing. Majwa Nagandi of Cambodia, graduating with a degree in software engineering. Please join me in a round of applause for these accomplished award recipients. Thank you. Thank you. To all of our graduates, congratulations. The ECU Alumni Association celebrates you, supports you, and looks forward to seeing how each of you make your own mark on this world as a pirate. I am honored to speak to you today, and I thank you for the opportunity. Go Pirates.
Thank you, Mr. Rivenbark, and congratulations once again to all of the Robert H. Wright Leadership Award recipients. In the course of a university education, there are those students who excel and earn the highest respect of our faculty. Their honors are recorded in the program, and I will ask them to stand as their honor is called. The designation of cum laude, meaning with praise, is bestowed upon those graduates who have achieved a grade point average between 3.5 and 3.59. Will all cum laude graduates please stand to be recognized? You may be seated. The designation of magna cum laude, meaning with great praise, is bestowed upon those graduates who have achieved a grade point average between 3.6 and 3.89. Will all magna cum laude graduates please stand? Thank you. And finally, the designation of summa cum laude, meaning with greatest praise, is the highest possible scholastic honor. It is bestowed upon those students who have achieved a grade point average between 3.9 and 4.0. Will all summa cum laude graduates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You also may be seated. One of the pleasures of being chancellor of this great university is the privilege of awarding degrees. Today we will award doctorate degrees in philosophy, education, public health, medicine, dental medicine, audiology, physical therapy, nursing practice, and for the first time, occupational therapy. We will also award postmaster certificates, certificates of advanced study, the educational specialist degree, master's degrees, and baccalaureate degrees. Congratulations to all of you. So we are now at that special moment for which the candidates of graduation have worked so very hard. Provost Chris Butto will now introduce the Dean of the Graduate School.
It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Deborah Jackson, Dean of the Graduate School, who will present candidates for the PhD, the EDD, and the DPH.
Upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty of East Carolina University, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree and their dissertation directors please stand to be recognized? Congratulations. You may be seated. Next, will the candidates for the Doctor of Education degree and their dissertation directors please stand to be recognized? Congratulations. You may be seated. I have the honor to present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Public Health. the candidates for the Doctor of Public Health degree and their dissertation directors are unable to be here today, let's still recognize their accomplishment. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the following. Dr. Jason Higginson, Executive Dean of the Brody School of Medicine, will present the candidates for the Doctor of Medicine degree. Dr. Gregory Chadwick, Dean of the School of Dental Medicine, will present candidates from the School of Dental Medicine. Dr. Robert Orlikoff, Dean of the College of Allied Health Sciences, will present candidates for the Doctor of Audiology degree, the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree, and our first Doctor of Occupational Therapy. And Dr. Bimbola Akintade, Dean of the College of Nursing, will present candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree. Immediately following, Dr. Jackson, Dean of the Graduate School, will present the candidates for the Certificate of Advanced Study, the Postmaster's Certificate, the Educational Specialist Certificate, and the Master's degrees.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine please rise to be recognized? Congratulations. Please be seated.
On behalf of the School of Dental Medicine faculty and staff, it is with great pride that I present the candidates from the 12th graduating class. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Medicine, Dental Medicine degree please rise and be recognized? Yes. Thank you. We're very proud of you. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, Pirate PTs. Please be seated. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Audiology degree please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, Pirate Audiologists. Please be seated. And will the first graduates, candidates for the Doctor of Occupational Therapy degree, please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, Pirate Occupational Therapists, and the first to receive an ECU OTD degree.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, Pirate DNPs. Please be seated.
Upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty of East Carolina University, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Postmaster's Certificate, the Certificate of Advanced Study, the Educational Specialist degree, and the Master's degree. Will all candidates for the Postmaster's Certificate, the Certificate of Advanced Study, the Educational Specialist degree, and the Master's degree please rise? Congratulations. Please be seated.
Congratulations to all the graduate candidates. At this time, I ask the deans of the colleges to come forward, introduce themselves, and to recognize candidates for the baccalaureate degrees. We'll begin with Dr. Allison Donnell, Dean of the Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences.
Good morning. Would the class of 2026 baccalaureate candidates from the Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences please stand to be recognized? Provost Butto, Chancellor Rogers, on behalf of the faculty of the Thomas Harriot College, it is my distinct honor to present our 2026 candidates for the baccalaureate degrees. Congratulations. Thank you so much. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce my colleague, Dr. Mike Harris, Dean of the College of Business.
That's right. Good morning. With the spring 2026 candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Business, please stand to be recognized. Provost Butto, Chancellor Rogers, on behalf of our faculty, staff, and nearly 30,000 alumni, it is my honor to present the spring candidates for the baccalaureate degrees. Congratulations, class of 2026. You may be seated. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Andre Green, Dean of the College of Education.
Good morning. Good morning. Will the class of the 2026 baccalaureate candidates from the College of Education please stand to be recognized? Provost Butto, Chancellor Rogers, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education, it is my honor to present our 2026 candidates for the baccalaureate degrees. Congratulations, educators. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Stephanie George, Interim Dean of the College of Engineering and Technology.
Good morning. Would the class of 2026 baccalaureate candidates from the College of Engineering and Technology please stand to be recognized? Provost Butto, Chancellor Rogers, on behalf of our faculty and staff, I am proud to present our 2026 candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Engineering and Technology. Congratulations, class of 26. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Linda Keene, Dean of the College of Fine Arts and Communications.
Good morning. Would the class of 2026 baccalaureate candidates from the College of Fine Arts and Communication please stand to be recognized? Provost Butto, Chancellor Rogers, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Fine Arts and Communication, it is my honor to present our 2026 candidates for the baccalaureate degrees. Congratulations, class of 26. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Nicole Bromfield, Dean of the College of Health and Human Performance.
Good morning. Would the class of 2026 baccalaureate candidates from the College of Health and Human Performance please stand to be recognized? Provost Butto, Chancellor Rogers, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Health and Human Performance, it is my honor to present our 2026 candidates for the baccalaureate degrees. Congratulations, class of 2026. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Robert Orlikoff, Dean of the College of Allied Health Sciences.
Good morning, ECU. Would the class of 2026 baccalaureate candidates from the College of Allied Health Sciences please stand and be recognized? Provost Butto, Chancellor Rogers, on behalf of the accomplished and dedicated faculty of the College of Allied Health Sciences, it is my honor to present our worthy candidates for the baccalaureate degree. Congratulations, class of 2026. You may be seated. At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Bimbola Akintade, Dean of the College of Nursing, back to the podium.
Good morning. Would the class of 2026 baccalaureate candidates from the College of Nursing please stand and make some noise? Provost Butto, Chancellor Rogers, on behalf of the best faculty of nursing in the country and the entire Pirate Nurse Nation, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to present our 2026 candidates for the baccalaureate degrees. Congratulations, Pirate Nurses. You may be seated.
All right, at this time, I ask that all candidates for all degrees, doctorate, postmaster certificates, certificates of advanced study, educational specialists, masters, and baccalaureate to please stand. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I hereby confer upon those candidates who have successfully completed all academic requirements, including approval by the faculty and the Board of Trustees, the appropriate degree: PhD, EDD, DPH, MD, DMD, AUD, DPT, DOT, DNP, certificates of advanced study, educational specialists, masters, and baccalaureate with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Now you should cheer. I'd like to ask the baccalaureate candidates to please remain standing. All others may be seated. And at this time, I invite Dr. Brandon Fry, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, and Student Body President Daniel Walker to the podium.
Undergraduates, this is the moment I know you've been waiting for. The turning of the tassel is a time-honored academic tradition representing your transition from student to graduate. Now, Daniel will lead us in the turning of tassels.
Graduates, when you entered the stadium this morning, you wore your tassel on the right side of your caps. And when you leave today, the tassel will be on the left. Pirates, you know what time it is. Turn those tassels.
On behalf of all of us at East Carolina University, let me be the first to formally say congratulations, graduates. We are so proud of you, and we cannot wait to see the impact you make on this world. As we conclude our ceremony, please welcome back Miss Crystal Robertson as she leads us in the singing of the East Carolina University alma mater. Congratulations, everybody.
Love and praise, praise to your name so fair, dear old East Carolina. Your joys will all share, and your friends will ever be. We pledge our loyalty and our heart's devotion to thee, our alma mater, love and praise.
Please stand and remain at your seats as the platform party exits.